Honestly, I really feel bad for Asmongold. Every time that he interacts with or plays a game that has any sort of prominent fanbase, Twitter and Reddit will always start hijacking the community, somehow claiming it's their favorite series or something, and go batshit insane. It happened when he played Honkai Star Rail, Horsegirl, Granblue Fantasy, basically any anime style games. The retards on the internet just start crashing out. So yeah, this video is from Rev's sub-channel, I think. Let's check it out.
So I got some pretty crazy drama for you guys to consume today. It involves Uma Musume, better known as Pretty Derby in English, right?
Actually, the English name isn't just Pretty Derby. Uma Musume literally means horse girl, so the full name is more like Horsegirl's Pretty Derby. Continuing on.
This is a franchise that I enjoy very much, okay? The anime, I thought it was great. And also, there is a gacha game based on this franchise, which is basically horse girls doing horse girl things, okay? How could it be bad? And recently,
surely it can't be bad.
Which was a very big deal, because this game is incredibly popular. This gacha game is an absolute cash printing business.
Okay, to give you some context on how big the series actually is, when the original game came out back in 2021, I'm talking about the Japan version during that time, I read somewhere they had over 21 million downloads by June of just last year. That's like 60% of Japan's entire population. And not only that, since the launch of the game to counting to last month, the game has generated over $2.6 billion in just Japan alone. So yeah, this series is insanely popular. Let's see like the Steam DB charts on how popular this game is. And we're gonna look at this as well. 28,000 people playing the game right now, as compared to both AAA games, by the way. No, one AAA and one quadruple A game. 100. Oof. Oh my god. Oof. 139 people in the game for Suicide Squad. Quadruple A game, 442. Oh my god. And this is selling for 27 ringgit right now. Oh my god. What is this game? 14 ringgit right now. Oh. At 95% discount and 80% discount, and the player base is only like this. Like, how embarrassing must it be for Ubisoft right now and Warner Brothers to lose to a horse girl game? Like, it's insane, man. So stupid. So funny.
They make hundreds of millions of dollars every quarter with this game. It's insane the amount of support for this gacha game. Now,
also, I think one of the reasons the series became so popular, especially the game itself, I mean, apart from the cute anime horse girls and idol stuff, is because I think it's surprisingly free to play friendly. Like, it's surprisingly free to play friendly. You don't really need to have like an insane SSR or something to win in your career. You just need the correct setup to do well, and it's a game about horse racing, which is surprisingly easy to understand. Then on top of that, I think the biggest reason is not actually the gameplay or the gacha aspects of the game, but rather the way they design the horse girls to actually reflect their real-world counterparts. Because it adds a layer of authenticity and emotional connection. It humanizes and personifies them in a way, I would say, that makes them feel relatable. Like, I learned so much about the real-life horses, which only made my appreciation for the horse girls even more. And I have never encountered a gacha game that does that. But whatever, let's continue. Sorry for pausing so much.
There was an interesting development. Asmongold would play this game in a video titled, "This Game Changed My Life." And well, turns out the Twitter freaks...
I just wanted to say this. Asmongold can play any games that he wants. When I saw him playing Uma Musume, it was so unbearable. He was doing everything wrong, and I just stopped watching because I was actually getting annoyed. Even when his chat told him what to do, I wasn't sure if he was intentionally being stubborn and playing badly for like farming content, or he legitimately is just bad at this type of management games. So I would have understood if people got mad for him playing it badly, but we all know that wasn't the reason. And why do you care if he plays this game? Like, this user here is so stupid.
Are furious, saying wrap it up, fun's over, with 18,000 likes. Imagine being so delicate, so thin-skinned, that someone who you don't like playing your favorite game ruins it for you. And look at the replies to this. It's insane. It's going to become one of the faces of the rights, isn't it?
So stupid, man. Like, okay. Oh no, someone that I disagree with politically is enjoying the same game as me. It makes me feel so dirty. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. If Asmongold playing Uma Musume can deter you from enjoying the series, then you were never a fan to begin with. Also, what is up with people that love to constantly police what others can play or enjoy? So, what, you're going to complain to the developers and tell them to ban Asmongold specifically? Seriously, all these Twitter users are probably just trying to farm engagement by doing the popular thing to hate on Asmongold for the dumbest of reasons. It's actually so insane how like chronically online these people are.
Asmongold playing a video game will make it right-wing, apparently.
Also, sorry for pausing again. Asmongold was never right-wings. All the policies he supports are left-leaning. He's a Bernie Sanders fan. The only reason he likes Trump is because of the content, and the policies that he introduced have mostly been pro-America, which is what Asmongold wants. Now, I personally think that some of Trump's policies are outright stupid, like the tariffs on other countries, but you don't call people right-wing just because they don't share the same beliefs as you. It's so tribalistic and divisive.
Here's another one saying this crowd is fundamentally incapable of the emotional attachment necessary to be a fan of this series long term. The Japanese community is chill as F, and the game has basically none of the degen stuff that gets posted for engagement. They'll be gone within a month or two. Wow.
Someone better not tell this Alazir person that Japanese people are most definitely not chill. They're probably the most passive-aggressive people out there. They will literally silently judge you for doing something they consider impolite or wrong. And did people forget that Japan is the most xenophobic country there is? This person is an actual tourist, man. Like, you have no idea what Japanese people are like, and you're commenting about how they feel about Asmongold playing the game?
Isn't that amazing? His crowd lacks the emotional attachment to appreciate this series. What a terminally online thing to say. This person says, stop overreacting. And they say, the original poster, no, I'm allowed to get upset. One of the most hateful,
oh my god,
on the planet
how retarded is this person?
Hateful and heartless fan base. Dude, the guy was playing a game.
Oh my god, okay. Kind of ironic that this user is calling Asmongold's fanbase a bunch of hateful and heartless individuals. That doesn't sound like a very tolerant mindset to have, because it's always the so-called liberals and leftists that love to preach how much they are always accepting of others, their differences, and whatever else they pretend to care about. But when it's diversity of thought, they're always so quick to demonize and dismiss those who don't align with their views. I realized they never cared about inclusion or diversity. They only want absolute obedience. That's it. And I'm willing to bet if somehow Cygames did something that is even slightly going against their narrative, the same people who are complaining about Asmongold and his fanbase will 100% drop the series without question. Because to them, all they care about is having moral superiority over others. Like, it's all performative. The outrage. So dumb.
About horse girls and having fun. And you're having an existential crisis as a response. Touch grass.
Also, I'm pretty sure the mustache man, Osama, Putin, Kim Jong-un, or literally any Muslim terrorist that are currently still active would beg to differ on whether Asmongold is the most hateful person on the planet. Like, the Asmongold derangement syndrome is so bad that you really consider him to be the worst person in the world? Buddy, That is some wild accusation.
Seriously, touch grass. You know, one of the most hateful, heartless individuals on the planet. Dude, get a job. You think Asmongold's one of the worst people in the world? Really?
It's like Asmon killed their parents or something.
Derangement syndrome has completely
Yeah, that's what I said.
like this. And here's a
So
very
dumb.
accurate quote retweet where they say, getting mad at your quote-unquote hidden gem getting appropriated by normies, except your hidden gem is the most popular mobile game of the decade in Japan. Yeah, exactly. These people are posers. They complain about everything that happens to them, including...
This is why I think we should gatekeep communities from all these tourists and Puritans that infect the fanbase with their delusional, mentally ill and stupid agendas. They never cared about the communities they are part of. They only pretend to be fans, and it's always the loud minority that say stuff like this. Like it was the same when gaming and anime became mainstream. They insert themselves into the communities and try to speak for everyone and claim that we love woke shit in our games when literally no one asked for that. Let's finish the video and I'll say like my final thoughts on it.
Including someone they don't like playing the game that they enjoy, and somehow that ruins everything for them.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous, man. Outright ridiculous. Yeah, it's true. It's like the same logic as those Disney, Star Wars, and MCU defenders. We were called fascists, sexist, racist, and Nazis for disliking the changes made to our favorite series. And yet they cry because someone they dislike and hate is just playing the game. Asmongold playing the game doesn't even change anything about Uma Musume. Did he call the developers and ask them to change the Horsegirls to right-wing characters? No, they didn't. It's actually so stupid how mentally fragile people like this can be. At least for the Star Wars and MCU haters, their anger and disappointment were warranted. This entire Asmongold playing Uma Musume will turn the franchise into a right-wing product doesn't even make sense. Like, get some help, man. Stop scrolling the internet so much. Seriously, go talk to real people outside. No one thinks like this. I'm actually like mad talking about this. So annoying.